sorry, what?
You attribute the lack of people to the...
Yeah, this is definitely the Asian crisis problem. You've got the date on the camera, so you know the date. And Hong Kong is getting affected the whole deal. Not a lot of business here. Very quiet.
Ladies and gentlemen, you won't want to miss the David Copperfield show here in Hong Kong. As you can see, the extra shows have been added for your entertainment pleasure. David Copperfield, Hong Kong. Homer, Chris Kenner, you guys do a fantastic job.
And there's the IBM building. 1,000 rectums, as they used to call that building. Just came off the Star Ferry. We're standing in the Governor's Square area. We're about to do a couple of Ashtons. All right, Tommy.
The ace of clubs. I put it down. I wave my hands. I will take the 4 aces and I will put them in the middle of the deck. This is the middle. I put the aces here. You watch. Now they are underneath, and I will shuffle them into the deck like this. Okay. I give them 1 shuffle. I give them 2 shuffles. They're not on the top or the bottom. 1 cut. And 4 hands of poker. And I will give you this deck.
Rolling tape.
Well, we're on our way to the airport in Shenzhen for the flight to Xian. Just left the wonderful lounge area of the lobby of our hotel, where we forgot to film this shot in front of a no chewing gum sign. It was in the airport lounge. A lot of airport attendants that do helicopter flights and what are the other kind of flights they do, Tommy?
Just a variety of staff. It was like a
airplanes. It was airplanes.
Lots of stewardesses and flight attendants and
pilots. There was
pilots.
also some military people in there that did cannon shots. That did. Remember the general we met, the general's son, who was a cannon guy. So anyway, we missed the sign. I never saw a sign. We may never see a sign again like this that says "No chewing gum in a bar." You can smoke, you can drink, you can dance, but you don't chew gum. And the next shot will be probably at the airport in Shenzhen or landing in Xian, where the terracotta statues are. That's tomorrow. Okay, ladies and germs, here is the Tommy in Xian. Go for it, Tom. What are you doing?
I am gluing stuff in my journal. Cigar bands, mementos, little boarding pass there from yesterday's flight. We've got our ID passes from the fair, as well as the cigar bands from the box of Upman's Habana Cuban cigars that we picked up yesterday. Expensive, overindulgent, but what the hey, we're in China.
And what are we going to see today now? What is our agenda?
We are going to the World Trade Center, and then we will be going to Times Square.
Okay, that tells you how much Tommy's interested in touring. This is a 3-star hotel. We had a little confusion last night getting into the Tang Dynasty, which was a 4-star, lovely lobby, piano playing in the bar, and they made a mistake. We belonged in the Tang Chen, which means Tang Empire or something like that.
And here we had a piano player playing with himself. He was on break from the other hotel.
This is the view from our window. I was awoken this morning at about 6 a.m. with lightning flashes and 50 mile an hour winds. Thought we were going to have another tornado kind of scene based on weather forecasts. But this is Xian looking out the rear of the hotel. A lot of construction. This is more like Beijing was 12 years ago. Broken sidewalks, but lots of traffic. It's about 8:30 in the morning. We just had breakfast, and we're going to have the city tour, number 1. We're here for 2 full days, and we leave for Beijing at 8 a.m. on Friday.
But we do not think too much about this Silk Road on the sea.
You don't think about the Silk Road?
On the sea. That's
No.
People didn't use that road too much because it's more difficult on the Silk Road above the sea. It's just apartment.
With the big tower there?
This is an apartment for some.
That tower, was that a wall at one point?
That's a water tower.
Water tower. What is the name of this town, this section?
Linpeng. Linpeng County. It's belonged to a strict under control of Xian. Belonged to the suburb of Xian.
And how the terracotta statues are how far from
here?
From downtown Xian?
37.
37 kilometers.
Yeah. Now we can see we're already driving into the mausoleum area for this emperor. This mausoleum covered 56 square kilometers area. It's a huge place, like a city.
56 kilometers?
Yeah, square kilometers.
Whoa!
Yeah. After our detective checking this part, we found about 300 vaults buried with different things.
300 what?
Vaults.
Vaults?
The vaults? Yeah, 300 vaults. Vaults.
So 300 vaults are...
found in this...
and how many have they opened up so far?
Only the Terracotta Museum that occupied 3 vaults.
So they found 300 and they only opened up
Only
three
yeah.
out of 300.
The rest of things are not buried with terracotta figure. It can be buried with the real horse, or the animal or bird, or the laborer who died on this huge job.
Okay.
Because this work has been lasted for almost 40 years.
Right.
And in some years, some 100,000 people involved on this huge construction work.
Okay.
So it's a very huge work. Just like education for the children. Let them know about the terracotta wonders of the world. Give the children good education about this. 3 meters down the ground.
100 meters down?
Yeah, about that. And it was dug over 3 underground water layers. And then a huge palace on the ground. It's just like 25 Xian railway station.
Wow.
The meeting room of the railway station. It's a huge one.
But they haven't dug that up yet?
No, not yet. It's still inside. But from the things we found above the ground, we can imagine how valuable the things inside. Because one is the Terracotta army, 8,000 of them, but even not be written into the records. That means its value are not so high to be written into the book, into the record of the history. But
recent.
Yeah.
There was not they didn't find the original wall for...
No, that's not original. Original wall only had a foundation exist.
No,
8
but what
meters wide foundation.
Was there an original wall around the...
Just in the farmland, around here. Later in the museum, in the first of all, I show you a model about this.
Okay. In
among those 8 wonders in the world, 2 belong to China. One is Terracotta, one is the Great Wall. So, Forbidden City is not even inside. 1,000 workers.
700,000 workers.
200,000 more than people building the Great Wall.
Wow. Wow.
This is the parking lot. We have to pass that store in front.
Okay.
That's the exit. And then when we're back, we're coming from there. Let's go.
Rolling film.
Go for it. We have just completed the tour of the terracotta statues, the 3 pits, here about 37 kilometers outside of Xian. The 8th wonder of the world is what it's billed as, and it's right on. This has been a thrill. Tommy has been a very cooperative partner in crime here, and I am just beyond words appreciating.
How big would you say the various excavation sites that we visited were?
The main pit was 61 meters wide by 200